All right, welcome to the deep dive.
Good to be here.
Today we're getting pretty technical. We're looking at a very specific piece of AV equipment. It's the Blustream MFP72, a 7-input multi-format presentation switch.
It's a mouthful.
It is. And our goal here is to just, quickly get to the heart of what this thing actually does and maybe more importantly, why it's built the way it is. Because the first thing you notice is the sheer mess of inputs it's designed to solve.
It really is.
You've got 4 modern HDMI sources, sure, but then also a VGA, a composite, and a YPBPR input. All of that feeding just 2 HDMI outputs.
It's the classic integrator's headache, isn't it?
Completely.
And this box, it's basically the painkiller for that headache. It's the cleanup crew. Its whole job is to take that complicated mix of signals, the new digital, the old analog, and just make it all play nice together.
Right.
And that's where things like built-in video scaling and advanced EDID management become absolutely critical.
Building management, yeah.
Without that, you'd be fighting those screen handshake issues for hours.
Okay, so let's dig into the architecture then. Because the really surprising thing when you look at the specs is that it has 2 completely different modes of operation.
Yeah, this is where it gets really clever.
It's not just a simple switcher.
Not at all. First, you have what they call splitter mode. And that's, pretty straightforward. 7 inputs come in, and both outputs show the exact same image. Simple.
Just a mirror.
Just a mirror. But then you have switcher mode, and that's where the design strategy really comes into play.
Okay, so tell us about that. How are they specialized?
Well, the 2 outputs become independent, but they're not equal. Get this. Output 1 is your, let's call it, high-performance channel.
High performance, okay.
It can only see the 4 HDMI inputs, but it will support resolutions all the way up to 4K.
Ah, so that's for your main modern display.
Exactly. But output 2, that's your flexibility channel. It can switch between all 7 video inputs.
Including all the old analog ones?
Everything. But, and here's the trade-off, its output is capped at 1080p.
So that's incredibly smart. If you're installing this in a boardroom, you can run the 4K output to the main display for a crisp presentation, and at the same time, run that 1080p output to an overflow monitor or maybe a recording system that needs to see every possible source.
You've got it. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
And it's all enabled by that video scaler.
Scaler, right.
It's working constantly, upscaling and downscaling. It takes some weird, 1280 by 4024 input from an old laptop and just instantly standardizes it to a clean 720p or 1080p output. No more headaches for the display.
Okay, so the video's sorted. That's one major headache gone. But what about the next one? Audio.
Oh, absolutely. The audio section on this thing is remarkably robust. It has to be. It doesn't just pass through all the known HDMI formats. And we're talking the high-end stuff like Dolby Atmos, Dolby True HD, DTS:HD Master.
The whole suite.
The whole suite. But the really critical part for an integrator is the signal separation and the control.
And that's where the audio breakout comes in.
Precisely. You can break out the HDMI audio to an analog LR stereo output and a coaxial digital output at the same time.
Concurrently. That's useful.
Very. And you get independent volume control across all 3. The HDMI, the analog, and the coaxial. That's vital for managing sound levels in different zones.
And for system integration, I see the usual suspects. Front panel buttons, an IR remote, RS-232.
Yep, all that, and third-party drivers for the big control brands. But there's another detail on the spec sheet, TAA compliance.
Right, I saw that. What does TAA compliance mean in this context?
So TAA is the Trade Agreements Act. In short, it means the product is eligible for purchase by U.S. federal agencies.
Ah, so government contracts, military installations, that kind of thing.
Exactly. That, plus the 5-year warranty, tells you this was built for serious commercial deployment, not your home theater.
So when you put it all together, the picture becomes pretty clear. The MFP72 isn't just a switcher, it's a comprehensive integration tool. It's built to manage the chaos of mixing legacy equipment with modern 4K displays.
That's the perfect way to put it. It's a problem solver. But, and this connects to the bigger picture here, our source materials note that this product is now going EOL.
End of life.
End of life.
Yeah.
It's not being made anymore. And given how specific its function is, that raises a really important question for you, the person designing these systems.
Okay.
How do you plan for the long term when a critical component, one that bridges decades of technology like this, is no longer available? What's your replacement strategy when that exact part just doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah, what's the plan B? That's a great question to end on.